Hey guys, this is Dennis coming at you with another whole food, plant-based video, guide, help, tutorial, whatever you want to call it. I have posted a couple videos in the past talking about weight loss that has gone along with this plant-based diet. Again, just a quick summary of my story. I weighed upwards of 310 pounds at one point. I had tried every diet. I couldn't stick with it. I couldn't stick with exercising. I was starting to get real worried about my health. Long story short, I'm on a plant-based diet. Here it is now, less than 2 years later, and I've lost almost 150 pounds now, and it just the number keeps going and going and going. I feel great, and I owe really a lot of that to my nutrition. One of the most common questions that I get is, what exactly do you eat? You all know, that the diet is supposed to be heavy on fruits and vegetables and beans and grains, rice, nuts and seeds and things like that. But then, how does that translate into, really what you're putting in your body day to day? So I was just going to give you a quick overview of my kitchen and, share some of my thoughts with you. So, as always, of course, the fruit is the easiest part. No real preparation needed. Boom. Grab a banana. Eat it. You're done. Grab a peach. Eat it. You're done. I have, tomatoes from my garden, which is a new thing. I have zucchini from my garden, which is, the garden is, this is our first year doing it, and, we really like it. It's really fun to just go out there and, grab a zucchini and then go and, put it in a dish. Maybe we'll make black bean zucchini tacos out of, one of the cookbooks here. I'll also show you some of my cookbooks later. But so all the fresh produce is great, but I lean on canned goods too as well. So in the cupboard here we'll have garbanzo beans and pinto beans, and usually we have black beans and kidney beans and navy beans and every other kind of bean you can imagine. We have coconut milk to cook some of our curry recipes, and natural peanut butter. I'll make peanut butter sandwiches with bananas and nuts on it and stuff. And I have lots, just anything you see that's canned. Just watch the sodium level. I try to get stuff that's no salt added. But again, don't be scared of the canned stuff. Don't be scared of the frozen stuff. Just make sure that it's going to be low on additives. So we have things like quinoa and steel cut oats and peanuts, and there's more beans that are dried and rice and stuff, as well as on the counter. And we use things like whole grain pasta and olive oil. But when you do use something that's processed, just be sure that you're using it as something as kind of a bed for lots of vegetables, because again that's going to be most important. So last night we made whole grain pasta, but the sauce of the pasta we made ourselves, and it was full of eggplant and zucchini and peppers and beans as well. So then you can look in my fridge here. We always have a box of mixed greens and fruits and coconut milk. Which the coconut milk's not perfect. It's got some stuff in here that I do not know what it is, but it's not about sticking to some ultra rigid kind of set of rules. It's just about trying to make improvements really where you can, how you can, and overall, as you get more used to the improvements, you can continue to tighten things up and make it better. We have a tabbouleh salad in here with lots of beans. Again, this stuff is really easy. You just you boil up some water, you put it in this tabbouleh mix, and then you chop up whatever you want, cucumbers and tomatoes and peppers, and add a can of beans or two of different types, and it's really satisfying and really healthy. Grapes, we have grilled corn that we grilled out. You just a little bit of olive oil, wrap it in foil, put some paprika on it, some salt and pepper. Here's our vegetable drawer. We need to go shopping. We're always shopping. because you always want to be buying your produce as fresh as possible. But we have broccoli and shredded carrots and peppers and green onions and cucumber, and there's parsley and usually cilantro in here. Some apples in the bottom drawer. And then my girlfriend, she's on a plant-based diet as well, but she still likes to have, some yogurt every now and then, some cream cheese on her bagel, some cream cheese, and some chunk-style crab select. I don't do it, but she's a very healthy girl and she does it too. So that just shows you don't have to be super strict with all that stuff. We're huge on condiments. There's nothing like a good vegetable sandwich with some sriracha and some Dijon mustard. You just don't want to get carried away. Like if you make a salad, don't drench it in ranch. Just put a little bit of dressing on there. You don't need it. Once you get out of the habit of having all that caloric density stuff, you'll feel better and better as time goes on. And one thing that's for sure, if you're going to be on a whole food plant-based diet, you are really going to want to be cooking at home a lot. I mean, that's going to be, the majority of what you eat, because it's so hard to find good whole food plant-based food out, at restaurants. There are some places where you can. We're in Denver, so there's a lot of places where we can go and get, some good, vegan kind of food. That's not just an afterthought option on the menu. But, so you're going to be cooking at home, so be prepared to start buying some spices. I mean, we just have tons and tons of different spices, and we're always coming across recipes that ask for something that we don't have. You're like, whoa, fenugreek, like, what's that? And then you gotta go down to Whole Foods and buy the dime bag of fenugreek from the guy in the back alley at Whole Foods, and but it really makes everything worthwhile. Spices are the spice of life and the spice of cooking spices. So now, all that being said about eating unprocessed kind of foods, like the fruits and the beans and stuff that's very similar to how you find it in nature, we still have cereal and crackers and things like that. But again, it's just when you're eating like cereal, you want to make sure that you're not just having a big bowl of cereal. You're using a small amount of cereal, and then you're cutting up a banana, and you're cutting up some peaches, you're putting some blueberries on, just to make it nice and plant strong. So don't just eat the processed food by itself. Use it as almost like a delivery system for the most amount of fruits and vegetables. Like you'll have whole wheat pasta, but you'll put like I said, lots of vegetables in it. Now, Isa Chandra Moskowitz, I'm sure, is a name that you've heard of if you are getting into the vegan lifestyle. She's a chef, and we have a few of her cookbooks, and we love them. I mean, because you try her stuff, you get a recipe. And not just her. I mean, there's other cookbooks too. We have the Forks Over Knives cookbook, and Vegan Planet, and you try stuff through trial and error. You find recipes that you like, you adapt them to suit more your tastes. But here's a few that I really like. They're all from Isa. Actually, I should include the Forks Over Knives cookbook as well, because that is the documentary that got me started on this lifestyle. I'm so appreciative, and there's some great recipes in here. One of the ones we really like out of here is the vegan mac and cheese. So definitely check that recipe out. And we always add even more vegetables than it calls for in here, and we love it. Vegan with a Vengeance is great. We have lots of stuff. We've tried lots of recipes out of here that we really like. I think this has the Chipotle lentil burgers that we like in here. Appetite for Reduction is a really good one. One of my favorite ones out of here is the black bean zucchini and olive tacos. And the jerk asparagus is good. Tons of great stuff in here. And then there's Veganomicon. There's just tons of great stuff in here as well. So do yourself a favor when you start to get in this lifestyle. Just say, hey, understand that I'm going to be cooking at home quite a bit, and go out and get yourself some good vegan cookbooks, and just force yourself to try lots of different recipes, and that way you'll be set up for success, and you can start to get just a great repertoire of foods to lean on. So Again, you guys, hey, thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions or comments, shoot them my way, and I will see you guys next video. Thanks so much for watching.